Well, good afternoon, everybody. And as we know, the labour force figures have today been released for April 2020. And as was expected, we have seen an increase in the unemployment rate to 6.2%. We have also seen almost 600,000 jobs lost in the April period. As the Prime Minister said in his address to the nation, this is a devastating time for those people who no longer have a job. We went into this crisis with 13 million Australians in employment. That was actually record employment in Australia. And today we've seen that number drop by almost 600,000 to 12.4 million. We also saw today a drop by around 2.5 percentage points in the participation rate. This again was not unexpected due to school closures across Australia and the nature of COVID-19 restrictions. We also saw today, though, the Prime Minister announce that under the JobKeeper payment, the $130 billion investment that the government is making in employers and their employees, that now 6 million workers are covered by that payment. That is a really good thing for those employers and for those employees, that they have been able to maintain that important employment connection throughout the devastation of COVID-19. As the Prime Minister also said, though, and the Treasurer also stated, we know that there are still going to be rough times ahead. Treasury still anticipates that unemployment is set to rise and will peak at around 10%. But what Treasury has also said, that if the government, but for its JobKeeper payment, which now covers those 6 million employees, unemployment in Australia would have been around 5 percentage points higher. So the government has acted swiftly, $320 billion in support that has been so desperately needed by Australians. But what we have seen today, and it's a sad day for so many Australians, is the unemployment rate increase to 6.2%. But as I said, 6 million Australians now covered by the JobKeeper payment, giving them that important lifeline to their employer. And I just want to confirm, every day I speak to employer after employer after employer, and they pass on the good news stories of the JobKeeper payment. The fact that without the JobKeeper payment, they may not have had a business. They pass on the good news stories of the discussions that they can have with their employees and the benefits of maintaining that connection to employment.